Ariel. Welcome to Ariel's Antidote, where we take the poison out of politics with Stand Up Alaska. I'm here with Aaron and Lou today. Hey guys.
Hey,
Hey Ariel, nice to see
Hey.
you.
Great to see you. I am excited to talk about healthcare today. So I know how important it is to our communities, but I want to learn more about the ramifications now that the government has shut down that further, probably further the hurt from earlier this summer. So, Aaron, can you tell us you know, can you give us a rundown, like a scope?
sure. I will give it from kind of like the 10,000 degree view, and then I'm gonna make it a little bit personal. So, with the government, what the issue is, what the Democratic Party is fighting for is there are healthcare subsidies for the Affordable Care Act that are going to run out as of the end of this year. And what that means for folks that are on the ACA is that our premiums are going to go up 75%. So, what that looks like for me personally is right now I pay $500 a month for health insurance, which is a nice chunk of change.
It is.
And it's not the best health insurance in the world, but at least I know that if I have to get my hip surgery, like I'm not going to have to come completely out of pocket for that surgery, right? That payment as of January 1st is scheduled to go up to between $1,700 and $2,000 a month. I can't afford that. I cannot afford
Mhm.
that. And I know at least three folks that are working with Stand Up Alaska that are also on the ACA that are going to have to come off of the ACA because they're not going to be able to afford it. Now, there's some people that say, no big deal. I'm not on the ACA. I have private insurance. Well, be ready for your insurance premiums to go up as well, because less people covered by the system, the more your insurance premiums go up. And so it's just, it is going to have such a disastrous effect on folks that are already strapped, right? With the tariffs and Christmas coming and it's getting colder. People cannot afford a triple to quadruple payment for their health insurance. They just can't do it. And so what it's going to look like is in 2026, I'll be without insurance.
That's terrible. Thank you for giving that background. I, it is very important that we take care of our health first and foremost. And it's sickening to watch profits clearly be placed over people so that you can't afford to take care of yourself in the way I know you deserve and everyone else deserves as well. This has got to be, this federal funding situation needs to be changed. We need to reverse course because we will not thrive. Like you said, people are strapped for cash. They can't thrive. That's not a thriving community and economy. Talk about economy. We need thriving healthcare, thriving healthy people for a thriving economy and a thriving Alaska.
A
Mhm.
100%, 100%. And not only that, it's why is our government causing us more stress, right? Like, I
Mm.
feel like our elected officials right now are actively working to make our lives worse, right? By some of the policies that they're enacting in aid to do what? To give more money to people that don't need it. Jeff Bezos does not need another rocket. Elon Musk certainly doesn't need another rocket since he can't seem to keep his from blowing up. Um, Honestly, it's ridiculous, and it just goes to show that the transfer of wealth is happening in the wrong way,
Yeah.
right? we're making wealthy people wealthier and poor people are out here struggling and middle class people are about to struggle, and people need to wake up. They need to understand what's at stake, and we're what's at stake at this point. And the talking point that they're using, which just infuriates me so much, is that the Democrats are trying to give health care to illegal immigrants. I was just watching it on TV where I think it was Mike Johnson who came up with that talking point and said that Democrats are trying to give health care to illegal immigrants. Take away the humanity of the situation. Okay. Let's try and think more like maybe Mike Johnson is thinking. God help us all. But
Yeah.
that's not true. I don't know how to say it any other way except to say that people are deliberately misleading the American people. It is illegal for a non-citizen to be on any of these programs. May I repeat, it is illegal for any non-citizen to be on the Affordable Care Act or to be on Medicaid or Medicare. And so for them to say that that's what the Democrats are trying to do is a blatant lie. And it's infuriating to me that they are using this particular talking point to take healthcare away from their constituents. I am so angry and scared and frustrated with a government that is not working for its people. That's its only job is to take
Mm.
care of the citizens. And this is not how you do it.
No, it's not. We are supposed to be a government of the people for the people. And right now, our government seems to be filled with people who are for themselves
And attacking other people.
and lying to in order to boost profits that are related to lobbying or straight up increases in wealth. I mean, this wealth inequality is a critical moment for us. We have the real opportunity right now to maintain a middle class and to bring the ultra wealthy down and in their profits, because it's not a fair divvying out of resources. And I don't even mean fair in a strict everyone gets the same kind of thing, but it is not reasonable to me that we would spend so much energy, manpower, resources so one person can have a super yacht. That seems beyond the moral pale to me. So there's definitely money to be paying for healthcare. There's
Mhm.
definitely people who have the power to take care of us, to make sure we have social programs that represent our people. We all want our loved ones and neighbors to have health care and to be safe. And it is sickening that right now our politicians are not putting people first. They're putting
I-
power.
And it's not complicated, right? It doesn't have to be that complicated. If you take the profit motive out of healthcare, if you remove the profit motive out of healthcare, then a lot of these issues go away. If we model our healthcare along VA or Medicaid or Medicare or any of those large systems that are designed to provide care to a large number of people, which people, keep saying, oh, it's socialized medicine. We already have socialized medicine. It just doesn't cover enough people. And
Mm.
if it covered more people, it would actually be cheaper.
It
So
would.
I know. So it's
Time and time again, it's logical. Absolutely.
what they're doing is completely counterintuitive. And they've broken the system so much that they say, well, it can't be fixed. Well, yes, it can. It just requires the will. And we need elected officials that have the will to take care of their constituents and not take care of their contributors.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
So I have
Healthcare.
one ask as we come to the end of our Medicaid video. I have one ask, and that is for people to put it out there on social media that as we go through this government shutdown, if you post 2 times a day on social media, I need you to post 5 times a day. And I need at least one of those posts to be about the fact that Republicans are lying about healthcare. Because one of the things that Republicans do really well is they repeat themselves over and over again. And so I am going to repeat myself again and say they are lying about the government shutdown and the reasons for it.
Yes.
They are lying. And the American people need to wake up and pay attention to the fact that these people are turning our government against us.
I am going to post. I
They
will keep posting.
they
And I hope every one of you watching does so too.
And don't forget to
Sure.
like and subscribe and comment.
Yeah.
Yay!
Comment. Tell us what you think. Looking for any input.